Welcome to the Sajax Too Cool Show. So this video is not gonna be nice and sweet. This is a rather ventful moment for me right at the moment, as I got news of this plan of Biden's to pay illegal immigrants 450,000 that could surpass payments to some of the 9/11 and military families. Well, first and foremost, let me just say for the 9/11 and the military families, yeah, I can understand why you'd be pissed. But more importantly, the slaves, the heirs of the slaves who built this country, they're rolling over in their graves. That's even if they were paid enough respect to be buried properly. This country has shown its utter disdain for Black Native Americans, the heirs of those who actually put in the blood, sweat, and tears, and oftentimes their life for this country, fought in the wars for this country, and have laid foundation and profits beyond unimaginable belief for those who run this country. It has been an utter theft of mankind towards the black race. And this article, this story here, is a slap in the face of the heirs of slaves. Foundational Black Americans, Native Black Americans whose ancestry goes back to those who built this country, who have a legitimate argument for reparations. And because this country shows this utter disdain and racist ideology towards people of a different shade of color, you claim you're offended. How dare you? How dare you, and how utterly arrogant of you. So to show how I was feeling about this plan, this so-called plan, which I hope does not happen, but nonetheless, I decided to go to one of the Sims. And let me just show you. There's a person there, and I'll call her Becky because she's young enough to be Becky. And she decided that she was going to come up to me and decide to tell me that she didn't like my thoughts. You know, my First Amendment right of having an opinion, an expression. She decided that she was going to come over with all of her privilege and arrogance to tell me that she felt offended. Well, I'm highly offended. I'm highly offended by what's going on, and all the people who have been paid money that should and belongs to the Native Black Americans, the heirs of the builders of this country. You have totally disrespected and slapped Black Americans, Native Black Americans in the face. And you claim that all lives matter and that you are our friends. Without further ado, let me take you to my video that I recorded while I was at a sim, just to show you what I'm talking about, Becky. Alright, ladies and gents, Sajax Too Cool Show. So, I know some of the things I say may sound harsh, and even my thought process right now may seem a little harsh, but it's a total insult to my being, my existence, to sit by and not say anything or voice my opinion as to the disbelief, honestly, of my fellow Americans. This just goes to show that black people, basically in America, the heirs of the slaves who built this country, we really don't have any friends, even though there's enough people who say you do. And also, it's an example that your term, all lives matter, well, that term, to me, is just a term. But again, that's my opinion. So, anyways, this girl, she's funny because she's sitting here with an inappropriate attire. And that's something I brought out to her while she's sitting here worried about how offensive my comments are. I'm out.